through every season, through every snowdrift, through every field and every pasture, through every small community, through every big venture, through every global challenge and every opportunity for innovation, through everything. We're all in on all of the above energy.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Foston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. We are family.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
When it comes to insurance, CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile has your back. Meet Janet E. Fox, your dedicated agent specializing in multi-peril and hail insurance. Life is unpredictable, but your coverage shouldn't be. Trust the team that cares about your peace of mind. Call Janet E. at CHS Northwest Insurance Services in Fertile today at 701-371-6193. CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile, because when it comes to insurance, precision matters. Welcome to Clearbrook, a quiet, friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Power up your winter projects with SEMIFINALS Electric, serving Red Lake County and beyond. We're your trusted partner for lighting retrofits, panel upgrades, agricultural improvements, and new construction. Need an estimate for a future project? We've got you covered. From barns to businesses, homes to heavy-duty operations, SEMIFINALS Electric delivers quality work you can count on. Don't wait. Get your project done right. Call SEMIFINALS Electric today and keep your power flowing strong this winter. SEMIFINALS Electric, your power, our priority.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Insurance made easy with the First National Insurance Agency of McIntosh.
Here at Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls, we pride ourselves on serving you with experienced, friendly bankers who make all decisions locally. Our bankers are available to help you with any of your financial needs. We offer a variety of deposit products from checking accounts to IRAs. Our quick local decisions allow you to borrow money and make your purchases today. Stop in or call one of our local friendly bankers today at 218-253-2265. Member FDIC.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Well, in my opinion, what makes the school so special is everybody that's inside the school. Fantastic place to go.
You can be a somebody. Everyone knows who you are.
You can walk down the hallway and see a senior walking with a kindergartner bringing them to class.
The community wants every student to succeed here, and they want the district to succeed.
Once you're out here, you're going to want to stay. I can guarantee it.
Come and try it.
Definitely come to Goodridge.
Everybody comes together at Goodridge to make it a better place.
At Hagee Seed, we know the hard work and dedication it takes to succeed, whether it's on the field or in the fields. As the section playoffs heat up, we want to wish all area high school teams the best of luck. Play hard, give it your all, and make your communities proud. And to our local farmers, spring planting season is just around the corner. We appreciate all you do and wish you a safe and successful season ahead. From all of us at Hagee Seed, good luck, stay safe, and let's grow together. Unlock the potential of your spaces with help from Kicker Coatings of McIntosh. Imagine stepping into your garage and finding a floor so sleek it's practically showroom worthy. That's the magic of our epoxy flooring. Durable, stunning, and easy to maintain. And when it's time to enjoy your outdoor oasis, our deck coatings provide unmatched protection against the elements. And don't forget about your truck. Keep it looking sharp with our top-of-the-line bed liners. At Kicker Coatings, we don't cut corners, we coat them. Call us today at 218-779-9358 for a consultation.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
When you buy your propane from Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, Monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Linforce Agency.
Defensively, the last two games has really been what's won us the game. I mean, obviously it helps to make 10 threes, and I think Finley hit 5. And you know, when when they're going to guard the paint that tight and make it difficult for Lexi to get looks, you got to be able to knock down shots, and we did. But ultimately, we had a couple dry spells there where we struggled to score and weren't rebounding very well. But at the end of the day, the defense just held true, and we were able to get enough stops to stay up on them.
And your guards did a great job of handling the pressure tonight. I thought they were able to get the ball up the floor and really did a good job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, I agree. We've executed that press breaker, you know, quite a bit the last couple of games, or last few games, where, you know, a lot of teams want to try and do some kind of a press like that, and it used to bother us, and neither one of them were super aggressive, but, you know, you still got to make the right decision and handle that pressure, and slow and methodical rather than speed. They want you to speed up and make turnovers, and we're just trying to slow it down and make good decisions.
You had to go to your bench with some foul trouble. I thought those girls contributed really well. You can tell this is an experience in a deep basketball team.
Yeah, they've played a lot of basketball, even the girls off the bench. You know, Ella Arnson came in and hit, I don't know, 1 or 2 threes, and just played unbelievable defense. And then that's kind of been her specialty all year. And when we bring her in for Finley, we don't really lose a lot, which is hard. It's crazy to say that because, you know, Finley's such an incredible guard defensive stopper that when you can have somebody like Ella coming off the bench and continuing that effort and energy, it sure helps.
Play for a Section 8A championship on Friday night, either Northome, Kelliher, or Warren. A couple of quality basketball teams here. Yeah, either way, it's going to be a difficult matchup for us. You know, we played Warren twice during the regular season and split with them. You know, they've got a lot of shooters. They defend really hard as well. Don't know much about Northome Kelliher. We watched them watched them on Saturday, of course, but we know they can put up points, and they shoot the 3 as well. So we'll be scouting this one and have a couple days to prepare for either one. Brian, congratulations on the win here tonight. A lot of fun to watch the team in action, and best of luck as you play for the 8A title.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You bet. It's the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles joining us. That's Brian Lowe, joining us here in the post-game report. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk with John Severson. He's head coach of the Thunderbirds. Our post-game report will continue after this.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
They've battled, you know, all season long. You know, we just ran into a real hot shooting team tonight. Horkin, Sunby, and company. They were on fire for a while there, and we could never quite, you know, kind of rebound from that initial onslaught. We make a little run and give our girls credit. They made a little run, got it close, and you know, they just in the second half they kind of went inside a little bit, and Lawrence really kind of had her way. You know, shots weren't falling for us tonight, but you know, I was proud of the girls' effort, and like I said, give credit to Sacred Heart because they played well. They kept us off balance tonight offensively. I thought, you know, switching between their zone and man, and just putting a lot of pressure on our ball handlers, and kind of kept us off balance most of the night.
You know, it doesn't help when you get some girls in foul trouble. Dakaya Smith was in foul trouble early. Nelly ended up, you know, those are girls that you kind of need on the floor.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we rely, you know, on all, you know, for the most part this year we were playing 8, but now down the stretch here we've been playing 7. We rely on all of them. So when any of them get into foul trouble, you know, that's kind of, it's hard to
it's hard to absorb, I guess you might say. But, you know, they battled, and you hate to see those gals, you know, get into foul trouble. But, you know, that's part of the game, and we got to have girls step up. And, you know, I thought for the most part we did a pretty nice job of that. But, again, you know, give Sacred Heart a lot of credit. They were very good tonight.
You know, and it seemed like, you know, you guys are going around and you'd start reeling them in, and they're just a team that they hit a shot right when you don't want them to hit the shot.
Yeah, they do. If you miss an assignment, they make you pay. And you know, that was kind of the difference Saturday. I thought we kept, you know, our assignments and forced Kitson into some tough threes. Where tonight, boy, they were getting really good, clean looks at the basket, and they just did not miss. They're too good of shooters to leave wide open like we did tonight. And again, you know, we're scrambling, trying to keep the ball out of Lawrence and doubling her, and you know, pretty soon sometimes it would turn into a quadruple, and we didn't necessarily need to do that, and then left a lot of wide open shooters. But you know, again, you can't fault the effort. You know, my heart goes out to our seniors. They played so hard and come so far, and you know, I think when people look back at our you know, season, and we're 2-6, I think, going into the Christmas break, and can kind of beat up a little bit. I don't know if anybody really thought we'd get to this point. You know, I think our girls believed in themselves. I know I believed in them. So I think we surprised some people, but you know, still some disappointed girls in that locker room. I thought we had one more game in us for sure.
Yeah, and we'll talk. We'll talk a little bit later in the week about your seniors. But you know, you look at a season like this, and you know, you knew you had great leadership, and you know these girls, they love the game, and that's what makes it fun. Is, you know, you see some success and you see that sparkle.
You know, Sean, there wasn't a day this year at practice where I felt like it was work. It was fun to come to practice. The girls enjoyed it. They were, you know, man, you could count on one hand between all the seniors the amount of practices that they missed. You know, they were the first ones in the gym, and they come to work with a smile, and you know, that's contagious. You know, it helps out. It helps us as coaches bring the energy. It helps the young players bring energy, and like I told the gals, you know, they're anytime they want to get in the gym in the future, and we'll stop what we're doing in practice and let them in and play, because you know, once you're a bird, you're always a bird. You know, and you know, I owe them a lot more than they owe me. Put it that way. You know, I'm grateful. I'll be grateful for this group of seniors, you know, for the rest of my life.
They set the bar pretty high.
They did. I love them. I love them, and I'm gonna miss them. I'll miss them extremely, for sure.
Well, like I said, I'll connect with you here, and we'll talk a little bit more about the season and the seniors. John, I appreciate you stopping up here. Congratulations. A great season, a great run, and a fun game here tonight.
Thank you, Sean. We thank you for all your coverage. The girls, when they've had opportunities to come up and talk to you, you know, they might act like they don't like it, but they love it. They love it. You guys do a great job, and we appreciate you for sure.
Thank you very much. It's John Severson joining us here following the loss. We'll get into our numbers here, as our post-game coaches' comments are brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency. Final numbers here tonight. We'll start with Monome Waban. They're led in scoring tonight by Dakaya Smith, 11 points, 5 boards. She played with foul trouble all night long. Nellie Weaver, 10 points, 6 boards. Lexi Pazernick, 9 points, 5 boards. Savannah Keyser, 9 points and a board. Kenley Severson, 9 points, 5 boards. Peyton MacArthur-Gordon, 3 points, 4 boards. Thunderbirds, 11 of 15 from the line. 26 rebounds. They had 16 turnovers. And the season at 17 and 12, graduating 5. Sacred Heart tonight led by Finley Horkin, 20 points on the night. Leah Sunby, 13 points at 3 boards. Lexi Lawrence, a double-double, 14 points, 10 boards. Lydia Risky, 9 points, 3 boards tonight. Ella Arnson, 3 points, 2 boards. Izzy Swickla, 3 points, 2 boards. And Kate Bernhoff, 5 points here tonight. Sacred Heart, 7 of 12 from the line. They end with 22 rebounds and 14 turnovers. Sacred Heart now 20 and 3 and 6. They'll play for a Section 8A championship, taking on the winner between Warren Alvarado Oslo and Northome Kelliher. The game that is up next here at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena. A game that you can hear on KKCQ FM 96.7, and a game that we're carrying on yourliveevent.com. That'll do it for the broadcast here tonight from Ralph Ingolstadt Arena. Thank you to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you heard and seen throughout the broadcast. Thanks to Dawson Peterson, my Your Live Event engineer for the evening. Final score tonight, Sacred Heart over Monome Waban, 67-51. From Ralph Ingolstadt Arena tonight on KRJM, yourliveevent.com, and Garden Valley Television, I'm Sean Bjork. Have a great night, everybody.
I love playing sports.
especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made. Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
Boston, and also brought to you by West Main Pizza of Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Like them on Facebook. More than just pizza, westmainpizza.net. Pre-game show tonight brought to you by Solely Realty of Boston and Bitcourt Inc. As we get to the starting lineups, the winner tonight will play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart in the section championship, who beat Mahnomen-Waban 67-51 earlier this tonight.
Our nightcap game features the visitors on the scoreboard from Warren, Alvarado, and OSLO.
67-51 was the final score with Mahnomen-Waban and Sacred Heart. Sean Beard trying to read my handwriting, confirming the score between the T-Birds and the Eagles. 67-51, the Eagles were. There you have a spot in the section championship, and the winner of this one will play in the championship. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Warren Alvarado OSLO Ponies, under head coach Casey Pierce. The Ponies starting five, senior number 1 is Regan Mortimer, freshman number 2, Macy Bowe, junior number 4, Annie Peterson, junior number 5 is Markel Peterson, and senior number 20 is Ava Oberg. Head coach for Warren Alvarado OSLO is Casey Pierce. Assistant coaches are Todd Mortimer and David Duran. Starting five now for the Kelliher Northombe Mustangs. Junior number 0, Kate Thayer. Sophomore number 5 is Kenna Lateral. Junior number 11, Allie Lundeen. Junior number 34, Kylie Binkley. And junior number 42 is Charlie Hallstrom. Head coach for Kelliher Northombe is Kevin Waldo. Assistant coaches are Bob Steuben and Rachel Spray. Kelliher Northombe will be in their home black and blue uniforms. The style of game they played against BGMR, a black and blue game. That saw the Mustangs winning by 5. And for the Warren Alvarado OSLO Ponies, they're going to be in their away white uniforms, white, black, and orange. And head coach Casey Pierce will be pacing the sidelines in her blaze orange blazer on the far side of the field. Ponies will run from left to right. Mustangs will gallop from right to left here to start this first half. I'm Dawson Peterson with the coverage tonight on your live event, KKCQ and Garden Valley TV. Sean Bierk behind the camera as we flip rolls here for game number 2. The winner off to the section championship to play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, and we are underway from Ralph Ingolstadt Arena Possession number 1 belonging to Warren Alvarado Oslo. Macy Bowe, the freshman, dribbles it out top, fires it over to the right wing to Markel Peterson. Up to the top, Mortimer had a big quarterfinal round game. Into the left corner as it gets flipped around to Bowe. Right-handed dribble, spins her way down in the mid-post area, nearly got tied up, flipped it back out to the wing. Drive and kick, top of the key three, tipped and a rebound down. Nice defense that time by Kelliher Northome. Hallstrom came up with a rebound. Brings it into the front court for possession number 1 of the game. All the way down to the rim. Binkley couldn't get it to go. It was deflected. Rebound brought in by Bowe. And here comes Warren Alvarado Oslo from left to right. Bowe across the center line over to the left wing to Oberg. Looks inside, doesn't have it. Tosses it to Markel Peterson at the top. Had it, poked away. Runs it down near the logo. Right-handed dribble, and now a foul called against Kate Thayer, who's just a little too aggressive there. Defensively, the first foul against Thayer and the first overall against Kelliher Northome. No score, 17:09 first half. Pony basketball, Annie Peterson inbounding on the near sideline, has to get it in. Lobs it out to Markel Peterson, who fires it to the left side, and it's thrown into the left corner to Annie Peterson. Baseline drive, left hand, finds a little space out the window. Annie Peterson for 2. First points of the game belong to Warren Alvarado Oslo, 2-0. Lynn Forrest Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Mustang basketball, Thayer near the top of the key, over to the right wing. Allie Lundeen, right-handed drive all the way to the cup, and a whistle and a foul and a push against Warren Alvarado Oslo. 2 free throws upcoming for Allie Lundeen, who in the quarterfinal round had 22 points, make that 16 points and 3 rebounds. 3 players for the Mustangs in double figures in the quarterfinals against BGMR. 2 free throws coming for Allie Lundeen as the Ponies are yet to score here in the first half. First free throw on the way, and that's off the heel, no good. The foul against Warren Alvarado Oslo went on Markel Peterson, her first, team's first of the half. The second free throw for Lundeen is up, and that one's in as Lundeen goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. First points of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 2-1. Pony basketball into the front court, whipped inside. Mortimer can't finish on the right side. It rolls off the rim, and Hallstrom comes down with the rebound. A foul down on the baseline after the rebound. Wasn't a jump ball. The foul against Ava Oberg, her first and the team's second. So the officials right away in this one putting a quick stop to a few balls where the Ponies and Mustangs try to tie each other up, but a whistle that time, a foul. Entry pass starting the offense. Hallstrom kicks it back out to the top. 3 from Thayer is off the mark, too strong. Rebound underneath, and this time it is a jump ball and a tie-up. As Lundeen got tied up with, that was Macy Bowe on the inside, rather Oberg, and the basketball stays with Kelliher Northome. Mustangs inbounding from the right side of the lane. Binkley to throw it in, and it's stolen away. Stolen away by Annie Peterson. Off and running in a 2-on-1 across the lane. Markel Peterson gets tied up, falls over to her backside, and that's because she got pushed by the Mustangs, and it's the second team foul against Kelliher Northome. And the first on Kenna Lateral, and the team's second. 16-18 first half, 2-1. Ponies by 1 of Warren Alvarado Oslo. Oberg in the right corner, Pony basketball. Screening for the inbounder. Bowe tees one up from the right corner, and that's in. The freshman Bowe with her first 3-pointer, and when Warren Alvarado Oslo gets hot from downtown, certainly not at that point yet, they can be tough to stop. It's 5-1 after their first made 3. Lundeen spinning her way into the front court, down to the left baseline, finds Hallstrom into the paint, had the basketball ripped away, and a foul called against Warren Alvarado Oslo, and Pony fans don't like it. Neither does Coach Casey Pierce, who is calling for a jump ball. The foul against Ava Oberg is her second, so she's going to have to sub off. Sophomore Hannah Strobel into the game for the first time for the Ponies. Mustangs will inbound on the left side of the lane. 5-1, 4-point advantage early for Warren Alvarado Oslo, who beat Foston by 31 points in the quarterfinals. Inbounds to Thayer, middle of the paint, skies up, brings it down, misses the shot, and the rebound brought in by Warren Alvarado Oslo's Annie Peterson, who slows it down, leaves it off to Bowe, the freshman, down the near right sideline into the front court. Left side into the corner, Mortimer. Deeper into the corner this time to Strobel. Triple threat, dribbles it up the wing, hands it off to a teammate, Bowe, the freshman. Tight in the corner, avoids a double team. Up to Annie Peterson on the wing, goes baseline, spinning her way in, almost lost it into the right corner. Mortimer for three, and that's too long. Offensive rebound on the opposite side. Second chance for the Ponies inside. Floater high off the glass. Rattles in by Markel Peterson. A buddy from right in front, and it's all Warren Alvarado Oslo early in front by 6. 7-1. Does Kelliher Northome have an answer here offensively? Lundeen trying to do it herself. Takes it all the way to the cup, and she got hit on her way up in a foul against the Ponies. And as that goes on Markel Peterson, her second, team's fourth. So for Markel Peterson and Ava Oberg, both with 2 first-half fouls, as the first free throw from Lundeen is up and good. Marcus into the game for the first time for Warren Alvarado Oslo. Lundeen with 2 points, make it 3 as she cashes in on a pair of free throws. Starts 3 of 4 from the line, 7-3, the lead nearly cut in half. Has all 3 points for Kelliher Northome. Here comes Warren Alvarado Oslo. The freshman Bo on the far left side. Coach Kevin Waldo pacing the sideline with his arms crossed to his chest. Regan Mortimer on the left side for the Ponies. Brings it across back to Peterson on the right. Bounce pass inside the paint and didn't have it. It's turned over. Stolen away by the Mustangs. 3-on-2 the other way. Defense has numbers. Lob pass over the top, and they take advantage as the Ponies steal it away. Turnover number 2. Racing into the front court now. Kenley Marcus with the right-handed dribble. Fires it to the left side. Peterson back to the right. Lost by the Ponies, and then a long 2 from 17. Rattles in just outside the right elbow. Kenley Marcus for 2, and it's 9-3. Warren Alvarado Oslo by 6 points, 14-25 to play in the first half. Here's Kelliher Northome with Binkley. Lines up a 3 off the heel, too deep. Offensive rebound, Lundeen put back in a foul, and Allie Lundeen right back to the strike. Active on the offensive glass. 2 more free throws coming for Allie Lundeen. And these will already be her 5th and 6th free throws of the game, and she has all 3 points for Kelliher Northome so far in the first half. Staggered stance, right foot in front of the left for Lundeen, and she rolls the first one off the right side of the rim, no good. Lundeen, one of 3 players in double figures for the Mustangs in the quarterfinals with 16 points. Second free throw is up and in, perfect. For Allie Lundeen, who has 4 first-half points, all 4 the points for Kelliher Northome as they trail by 5. 14:05 first half. Pony basketball out near the top of the key. Bo fires it to Mortimer on the left side. Right-handed dribble. Check that. That's Annie Peterson. Screen and roll to Mortimer. Back out to Peterson. Tipped and turned over. Picked up by Kelliher Northome's Lundeen. Thayer touches it to Holstrom, running the floor, and she misses the left-handed layup on the left side. And the Ponies come down with a rebound. They're off and running the other way to the north end of Ralph Engelstad Arena. Bounce pass left side, and it's Mortimer finishing for 2 off the window. 11-4. Back and forth we go as both teams trade turnovers and a couple missed baskets. The Ponies take advantage that time. Thayer all the way to the rim with the right hand, puts it in. Kate Thayer makes it 11-6. The deficit now cut to 5 as the Mustangs try to keep it close here early as the Ponies are up by 5. Timeout called by head coach Casey Pierce of Warren Alvarado Oslo. A 30-second timeout. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. It's 11-6. Warren Alvarado Oslo on top of Kelliher Northome by 5 points. Timeout's also brought to you by the Foston A&W, Highway 2 West in Foston. Marcus on the right side of the floor for the Ponies, up towards the top. Mortimer fires it over to the left wing to Bo. Dribbles in, back up top to Strobel. Tosses right side, Annie Peterson, triple threat, ripping around, has some space as she slides to her left, doesn't take it. Bounce pass to Mortimer out by the logo. Shot clock to 8, left side, Marcus lost the basketball and it's turned over. Picked up by the Mustangs, picked up by Lateral. Kelliher Northome the other way, player falls down, scoop layup misses by Lundeen, and a rebound for Hannah Strobel. Back to Annie Peterson for the Ponies. Mortimer running the floor on the left side, left it well short. Thayer the rebound. Mortimer missed the bunny. Thayer back the other way, right to left for Kelliher Northome on the right block. A little push off, no whistle, and Thayer finishes for two. 11-8. Every single Pony fan here at Ingolstadt Arena wanted an offensive foul. They don't get it. 12:27 to play first half. 11-8. Warren Alvarado Oslo by 3. Peterson all the way to the rim inside the paint. The junior Annie Peterson goes up, draws a foul, and 2 free throws coming for Annie Peterson of Warren Alvarado Oslo. The foul goes on Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome, her first and the team's third, and 2 free throws upcoming for Annie Peterson, who had 12 points in the quarterfinals against the Foston Greyhounds. First free throw by Peterson, up and off the mark, off the left side. So it'll stay at a 3-point deficit. Markel Peterson ready to check in. She'll come in for Annie. Peterson spelled different. Annie with a T, Markel with a D. As Markel puts up the free throw, and that rolls off the right side, no good. So Peterson goes 0 of 2 from the stripe. Here comes Kelliher Northome. A 3 would tie it. Left wing, lateral. Here's the tie. Binkley, that's in. 11-11. Kylie Binkley with the three-pointer. 12:05 to go in the first half. Here comes Warren Alvarado Oslo towards the north end of Ralph Ingolstadt Arena. Bo on the drive, pulls it out on the left wing up to Annie Peterson at the top. Triple threat, gets to her right hand, spins inside the dome, all the way to the rim. Contact, whistle, blocking foul against Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome. And that's the second on Hallstrom. Team's fourth, and 2 free throws upcoming as Hallstrom is sort of holding on to her knees, bent over at the waist, trying to catch her breath, as she might have got a knee to the ribs from Annie Peterson, drawing the foul, and Annie Peterson at the stripe for 2 more free throws was 0 of 2 just moments ago. Now she starts 0 of 3 from the line in this one.
In the game for the Mustangs, number 4, Emma Wang.
Emma Wang checks in for the first time for Kelliher Northome in an 11-11 tie with 11:53 left to go in the first half. Second free throw by Annie Peterson is up and also no good. That one too strong. Lundin the rebound. Peterson starts 0 of 4 from the line. Long outlet pass on the right side to Kate Thayer. Deep in the corner. Back up to Lundin at the top. Whips it into the left wing now. Deep into the corner. Lateral. Back up to Binkley from downtown. Back-to-back triples. Kylie Binkley has 6 points and the first lead of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 14-11. 11.5 left to play in the first frame. Pony basketball with a left-handed, now right-handed dribble. Macy Bow into the right corner, through the hands of Marcus and turned over. Loose ball picked up by lateral of Kelliher Northome. Mustangs across the timeline into the left corner. Binkley right-handed dribble up the wing. Baseball pass back to Thayer. Left corner 3. High. Archer is off the mark. Might have been deflected. A tie-up on the rebound with Wang and Mortimer, and the basketball goes to Warren Alvarado Oslo as the Ponies have the possession arrow. Peterson and Oberg back in for the Ponies. This time Markel Peterson on the floor. After the jump ball, it is Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball. Make-A-Wish, 11-11 on the game clock. Too late, 11-10. 14-11. Mustangs in front by 3. Winner off to the section championship to play Sacred Heart on Friday. Mortimer on the left wing for the Ponies. Lob pass. Peterson, who cut in, throws it back out to the corner to Marcus, back up top, right wing, into the corner to Oberg on the right side. Long skip pass, and she didn't have enough on it. It's turned over. Thayer the other direction to the left, and in transition, Kate Thayer has 6 points. 16-11, and that triggers another Warren Alvarado Oslo timeout. With 10:44 to play in the first half, the Mustangs making a run as they're in front by 5. 16-11, a full timeout. We're back after this on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made. Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena at 16-11. Coming out of that timeout from Casey Pierce and Warren Alvarado Oslo. They're down by 5. Looking for an answer here offensively, and that's not going to do it. A pass fired to the left side off the left hand of Oberg. Turnover number 6 as it goes out of bounds. It's been a 12-0 Kelliher Northome run to take the 16-11 lead. And the Ponies now trying to put the clamps on defensively and get the basketball back. Fired into the left corner. Kate Thayer, right-handed dribble. Rather Lundeen. Shovel pass across the lane. And, oh, we don't trade turnovers. Looked like it went off the hands of Lateral that time. It's going to stay with Kelliher Northome. 10-18 first half. Mustangs by 5. 16-11 inbounds. Binkley out towards Thayer. Inside. Pass went behind Thayer. Rather Lundeen to Thayer. Trying to tell them apart. Turnover number 3. Here comes Warren Alvarado Oslo. The freshman Bow with a right-handed dribble into the front court. Down to the right block. That pass was intercepted. It was tipped. Looking for Kenley Marcus. Another Pony turnover. Lundeen into the front court, and now a Mustang turnover as Lundeen throws it away. Marcus the other way with the left hand. Goes right into the body of Lateral. Doesn't take it. Out to the top. Reversal towards Bow. Right wing. Mortimer the triple. Rattles it in. Regan Mortimer with 5 points, and it's 16-14, and that's a big basket the Ponies needed to stop a little bit of bleeding there. But it's now a 2-point game after allowing a 12-0 Mustang run. Kelliher Northome basketball. Lundeen into the left corner. Thayer. Entry pass to Wang. The freshman. Bounce pass across the lane. Lateral a little too strong. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Macy Bow down on the baseline. Not quite to the midway point here of the first half. 9:25 to play. 16-14 Kelliher Northome by a deuce. Winner to the section championship for the first time in a long time for both squads on Friday. Lateral drives in for the Mustangs, puts one high off the window on the right side, missed it, and Bow down with a rebound for Warren Alvarado Oslo. A couple of bodies hit the deck in the backcourt as Marcus brings it across the timeline from left to right. Finds Bow shuffling into the front court to the right wing. Tosses it to Markel Peterson, spins her way in to Marcus in the right corner. Double team, avoids it, back to Markel up on the wing. Closed out by Wang. Markel all the way to the rim, lost it, picks it up, throws it off the bottom of the backboard and out of bounds, but it was blocked out of bounds by Kelliher Northome. Ponies for Warren Alvarado Oslo keep the possession with 8:56 left to go in the first half. Kelliher Northome by 2, 16-14. Lynn Forest Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Annie Peterson back into the game for Warren Alvarado Oslo. Inbounds goes into the corner. Annie Peterson around the arc to the left wing. Marcus deep in the corner to Bow. Double team back to Mortimer. Dribbles out of a double team. Shot clock to 3. Middle of the paint to Bow. Has to put it up. Spinning over her right shoulder. Misses it. Comes up short, and they thought it was a shot clock violation. And Wang barely hung on to the basketball after the rebound. Here come the Mustangs. Binkley out up top. Right wing. 3. Around and off that time by Lateral. Offensive rebound for Wang. Her second. Put back. Misses, but a whistle and a travel call. Wang gets called for the walk that time of Kelliher Northome. Turnover number 5 of the first half. Pony basketball, who trails by 2, 16-14, can tie the game or take the lead with a 3. Into the right corner, Oberg tries to go baseline. Doesn't get it. Up to the wing. Peterson through her hands, runs it down in between the circle. Spins her way to the free throw line. Now inside the paint, puts up a runner from 7 feet. Well too strong. Lateral clears the rebound for Kelliher Northome. The Mustangs trying to push a slim margin, leading by 2, 16-14. Over to the left wing, Lundeen. Peeked at the rim, hesitation, drives in. Entry to the right block, lateral, back out to the wing. Lundeen lines one up, and it ticks off the front of the rim, and the long rebound deflected out of bounds, picked up by one of the Pony coaches on the far side of the floor. And the officials now looking at each other as it's going to be last touched by Warren Alvarado Oslo. Kelliher Northome keeps the basketball on their own offensive end. Markel Peterson back onto the floor for the Ponies. Mustangs trying to take advantage of the rebound out of bounds as the shot clock goes to 20 seconds. Thayer controls at the top of the key. Right-handed dribble, make it Lundeen. Backdoor to Thayer, missed it short. Rebound to Oberg. 5-on-4 as Thayer is slow to get up. Crossing over into the front court. Annie Peterson tipped away from behind. And a turnover off the jump ball. Kylie Binkley ties up. Peterson rather on the far side, and the basketball goes back to Kelliher Northome. Great defense that time by Kelliher Northome to get the jump ball turnover. And the Mustangs lead by 2, 16-14 with 7.5 to go in the game. Into the right corner, lateral, make it the first half. Down to Binkley, back to lateral, puts up a 3, not close. Rebound underneath, Thayer, reverse layup, putback left it short. Here, another offensive rebound, and this time the putback is in. 8 points, 3 rebounds for Kate Thayer. The lead is now 4 for Kelliher Northome with 7:10 to play in the first half. Pony basketball, Peterson trying to spin her away and has her pocket picked by Thayer. And the right-handed finish for Kate Thayer is not going to make it as she missed it. Gets her own rebound, misses again, but she got fouled. Markel Peterson was running on her hip, contested the layup from Kate Thayer. And it's the 3rd on Markel Peterson and the team's 6th of the half. So 2 free throws coming for Kate Thayer. These are her first free throws of the game. 8 points, 4 rebounds so far for the junior. First free throw up and hits hard off the front. Peterson and Strobel back in for the Ponies. Hallstrom and August Poxleitner onto the floor. Poxleitner on the floor for the first time tonight. 4-point Kelliher Northome lead, 18-14. Second free throw by Thayer is nothing but net. 9 points for Kate Thayer as she goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Mustangs in front by 5, 19-14. Ball into the right corner to Annie Peterson. Tried to feed it to the inside, deflected out of bounds. And Pony basketball on their own offensive end. Macy Bowe to trigger it in. Well outside the right side of the lane. Looks towards the middle, doesn't have it. Lobs it out to Annie Peterson. Just outside the wing, dribbles it up to the top, now over to the left side of the floor, picks up her dribble. Thayer hounding her, bounce pass Mortimer in the left corner, fakes middle, goes baseline, doesn't have it. Spins her way back up to the wing, to Marcus, to the free throw line, and she turns it over. Stolen away by Thayer, back-to-back steals, and another layup for Kate Thayer. 11 points for Kate Thayer, and it's 21-14, Kelliher Northome by 7. Pony basketball, needing a big basket, pocket pass, not there, nearly turned over a jump ball. It stays with Warren Alvarado Oslo. Macy Bowe, a high pick and roll with Hannah Strobel, tried to squeeze in the pocket pass to Strobel. It was tipped, almost turned over. Bristol Binkley in for the first time tonight, the 8th grader for Kelliher Northome. She comes onto the floor. Pony basketball on their own offensive side. Marcus up the wing, in between the circles, picks up her dribble. Back to Annie Peterson on the logo, to the left side of the floor, picks it up, fires it to Mortimer on the right wing. Down to the baseline with Bowe, left-handed dribble inside the block, off 1 foot, rolls off the rim, offensive rebound far side. Annie Peterson inside the painted area, fires it to Mortimer, a right wing, 3 misses. Long rebound into the far corner, Strobel picks it up, double teamed, and now throws it off the leg of Binkley. And the Ponies keep the basketball. 6:02 left to go in the first half. Kelliher Northome by 7 points, 21-14. The winner off to the section championship game for Kelliher Northome would be the first time ever for Warren Alvarado Oslo, the first time since 2022. Nice move by Mortimer on the inside, lost it, picks up her dribble now as an offensive rebound, triple teamed on the baseline, and now she throws it away. Mortimer, a nice move, sloppy with the basketball, otherwise she would have had an easy 2. Binkley all the way to the rim, puts it up and fouled. Kylie Binkley from the right side is going to get a pair of free throws. The foul that time against Hannah Strobel, her first. Now the team's 7th, and Kelliher Northome will be in the 1-1 for the rest of the 5:46 remaining in the first half. Binkley rolls in the first free throw. 7 points for Kylie Binkley, and it's an 8-point Kelliher Northome lead, 22-14. Second free throw also in as Binkley goes 2 of 2 from the stripe. 8 points for Binkley, and it's 23-14. Kelliher Northome by 9. Bowe back into the front court with a right-handed dribble for the Ponies. Hand off to Annie Peterson. Up to the top, inside, Marcus, bounce pass to the baseline. Strobel flips it to the left corner. 3 is up off the heel by Bowe. Offensive rebound, back out to Bowe in the corner. It was Annie Peterson, the rebound, and Bowe all the way to the rim. Finishes with the right hand. That's a big basket by Warren Alvarado Oslo as they were stuck on 14 points back near that 9.5-minute mark. 23-16. Mustangs still lead this time. It's been cut to 7. Right elbow entry. That goes to number 42, Hallstrom. Handoff on the far side to Binkley. Leaves it off to the left corner, Bristol Binkley, and she tries to go back to her teammate in Kylie Binkley, who hit the deck.
And my assumption is sisters. I haven't asked, but one of the Binkleys threw it away. That time it was Bristol Binkley committing the turnover, looking for Kylie as it goes out of bounds. And can the Ponies take advantage in a big final 5 minutes of the half? Down by 7, 23-16. Bow in between the circles on the right side of the floor, into the left corner. Markel Peterson dribbles it up the wing, and Kate Thayer gets called for a reach-and foul. Thayer, a really good defender for Kelliher Northome, a little too aggressive that time. As Coach Kevin Waldo doesn't even hesitate, keeps Thayer in the game. That's her second foul of the half, team's fifth. 4:50 to play, half number one. Kelliher Northome by 7, 23-16. Pony basketball, right corner, the freshman Bow, dribbling it around, pounding the rock. The offensive is stagnant. Picks it up over to the left side. Markel Peterson directs traffic slightly with the left hand, dribbles it inside, pushing off with the offhand to Mortimer. Baseline drive, right side, has it stolen away by Thayer. Another steal. Here comes Kelliher Northome, long pass to Binkley, twisting and turning, lost it on the baseline. Now it's picked up and out of bounds was the Ponies, trying to go for the jump ball. That was Kenley Marcus, had her feet on the baseline, so she's out of bounds. Mustang basketball, 4:23 remaining first half. Kelliher Northome by 7, 23-16, trying to push it to a 10-point lead. Binkley into the right corner, make it Hallstrom. Out to Lundeen at the top, back to the left wing, Binkley. Baseball pass, Thayer, right wing, head fake, 2 dribbles inside, sidestep, floater from 6, rolls in. 13 first half points for Kate Thayer, and Kelliher Northome has one of their largest leads of the game. It's 25-16, 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Out near the top of the key, inside, driving, and a whistle and a foul called. Markel Peterson took the pitch back at the top, put her head down, trying to get to the rim, and she'll draw a foul against Kelliher Northome, that time on Allie Lundeen. Her first, team 6th. 2 free throws coming for Markel Peterson from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Peterson puts up the first free throw on a deep knee bend, a slight jump, leaves it off the front of the rim. Ava Oberg back into the game for Warren Alvarado Oslo, who trails by 9 points. Markel Peterson with just 2 points here in the first half, puts up the free throw and also leaves that one short. Warren Alvarado Oslo 0 of 6 from the line here in this first half as Binkley clears the rebound. Mustangs bring it across the logo. Right wing, August Poxleitner drives in, slices her way, leaves it off to Hallstrom, who banks it in for 2. Right in front of the rim, Charlie Hallstrom ready and waiting for 2. 27-16, largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. It's 11. Ponies looking for an answer offensively. Marcus around to the left wing. Markel Peterson slices her way to the cup, puts up a wild floater that's off the mark. Oberg an offensive rebound. Out to Bow, to the top of the key, nothing but net. Macy Bow from downtown makes it 27-19, a big basket and a second chance opportunity that time by the Ponies with 3:10 to play in the first half. Lundeen from straight away, short off the front, and a long rebound picked up by Markel Peterson. Ponies trying to make a late run with 3 minutes to play. Marcus behind the defense, long pass through her hands and out of bounds. Double figures in turnovers for Warren Alvarado Oslo here in this first half with 12. That number cut in half by Kelliher Northome with just 6. Mustang basketball, 3 minutes to play first half. They lead by 8, 27-19. Thayer brings it across the timeline from right to left, over to the left wing to Hallstrom. Patiently waiting, bounce pass inside the paint, finding a teammate, and Poxleitner, and a layup on the right side is too strong. Bow the rebound. Here comes Warren Alvarado Oslo, dribbles it out of the trap spot, up on the wing. To Oberg, right back to Bow. Raises her left hand high in the air to call out a play here in the half court as the Ponies trail by 8. Marcus at the top. Looks left, doesn't have it. Goes back to the right. Bow open for 3 in the corner. Off the heel as it goes in and out. Rebound on the far side. It's Oberg who gets tied up with Hallstrom hitting the deck. And a jump ball, and the basketball goes back to Kelliher Northome. That's the brand of basketball that the Mustangs like to play in a black and blue game against BGMR. The Mustangs were down by 5 with 2 minutes to play in the game. They pull out a win after outscoring the Gators 9-0 in the final 2 minutes. Mustangs with it here. Poxleitner in her own offensive end, the 8th grader, over to Hallstrom on the right side. Dribbles it up towards the top of the key, hands it back off to Lundeen, crosses over to her left hand, down to the left elbow, pass over the top, tip nearly turned over, tiptoeing the near sideline, Poxleitner down to the baseline, Hallstrom has to adjust, nice defense that time by Oberg on the contest, and here come the ponies the other way from left to right, $1:45 remaining in the first half. Bow across the timeline, pounding the rock with the right hand, tipped, runs it down out by the logo, hanging on to it, Binkley's with her defensively, right-handed dribble, Binkley staying with her. Now picks it up. Now she's got to get rid of it somewhere. Pivoting to her right, doesn't have it, goes left, finds Oberg. Defender goes by, high dribble, stolen away. Binkley the steal. Here comes Kylie Binkley all the way to the rim, off the window, too strong. Rebound by Lundeen, middle of the paint, stepping through, right-handed finishes in. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Lundeen in this first half, and the Ponies back down by 10, 29-19. 65 seconds remaining in the first half. Marcus across the timeline, near sideline, threw it away. The Ponies are just a little too cavalier-like with the basketball. And the Mustangs ready in their stance defensively as soon as the Ponies come across the midcourt stripe, and certainly giving the Ponies some fits offensively. Mustang basketball, 1:02 remaining. In front by 10. Ponies would love a stop here to keep it within 10, maybe a single-digit game if they can get a basket the other way. 3 from the right corner, and that's going to miss. Rebound run down by the half-court line, picked up by Thayer. A couple of bodies hit the deck, 5 rebounds for Thayer, 45 seconds remaining. Thayer right side of the lane, and now Thayer gets called for an offensive foul. Pushing off, falling over was Peterson. The follow on Thayer is her 3rd, team 7th. Player control foul. So no free throws for Warren Alvarado Oslo the other end. Allie Lundeen checks back into the game for Kelliher Northome. And it's 29-19, a big chance for the Ponies to try and cut it to a single-digit deficit as we head into the locker room in 33 seconds. To the right wing, Marcus. Left-handed pass up towards the top. That was tipped into the backcourt, run down by Mortimer. She has time. Brings it back across the logo from left to right. Slips out of her hands, off to Annie Peterson on the right side of the floor. Shot clock to 11. Peterson spins her way inside the free throw line, down to the left baseline. Jumper by Strobel. That comes up short from the left baseline from 13. Binkley the rebound. 10 seconds to play. Lundeen right side. Floater up short. Rebound comes down to the Ponies and Bow, her 5th. They've got a push. 5 seconds to go. Bow to the left. Marcus into the right corner. They're not going to get a shot off. Your first half comes to a close. Your score on the Lindfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Kelliher Northome leading Warren Alvarado Oslo by 10, 29-19. The halftime report from Bididon Auctions, Bididon.net, and the Lindfors Insurance Agency on the way next on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile. The people at Clearwater Polk Electric don't just deliver electricity, they bring a better quality of life to local communities. The dedication and ingenuity of Clearwater Polk Electric employees have been energizing homes, farms, schools, and businesses. And the future is bright. Reliable electricity is needed to power our economy and the technology that is changing the way we view the world. There's no question of the power of our people. They take great pride in delivering powerful value to you each and every day. Clearwater Polk Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Are you pregnant with your first baby? Be a better parent tomorrow with good advice today from a personal nurse. Nurse Family Partnership provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them. making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. Together, we can build a better future.
Your full-service insurance agency is Erskine Agency Incorporated in Erskine. Not only do you get hometown service, but at Erskine Agency Incorporated, you get multiple insurance companies to choose from. Whether it's home, health, auto, life, or farm insurance, Erskine Agency Incorporated has you covered.
Through every season, through every snowdrift, through every field and every pasture, through every small community, through every big venture, through every global challenge and every opportunity for innovation, through everything. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Oslo getting out to the hot start. They led by 7, 11-4, right around the 14-minute mark, the first 4 minutes of the game. A timeout was called prior to Kelliher Northome. Out of the timeout would go on a 12-0 scoring run to take a 5-point lead. A 12-0 run that would span about 3 minutes as they went in front 16-11. From there, another scoring run after the Ponies made it 16-14. As Kelliher Northome would make a short 5-0 run to go up 23-14, a 9-point game, and the deficit stood right around there for most of the first half after that point. So around the 7-minute mark or so, it was a double-digit 8, 9, 10-point game for the rest of the first half as Kelliher Northome leads 29-19 at the break. Winter will take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart in the section championship on Friday. The Eagles beating Mahnomen-Waban earlier today, 67-51. This is the halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. And also brought to you by the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile, the Linfors Insurance Agency. First half numbers on the way next for Kelliher Northome and Warren Alvarado Oslo. Scoring and rebounding totals, Kelliher Northome in front by 10 after your first 18 minutes of play, 29-19.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Fosston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. We are family.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
15 points, 5 rebounds for Kate Thayer, 6 points, 3 rebounds for Allie Lundeen. She was 4 of 6 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Kylie Binkley had 8 points in the first half, as well as a rebound, and Charlie Hallstrom with 2 points and 3 rebounds. For Warren Alvarado Oslo, 5 points for Regan Mortimer, including a three-pointer. 8 points for Macy Bowe. She also had 2 triples in the first half to go along with 5 rebounds. 2 points for Annie Peterson, 2 points for Markel Peterson, and 2 points for Kenley Marcus in the first half. 13 turnovers for Warren Alvarado Oslo. These are the glaring numbers. 13 turnovers for the Ponies. Kelliher Northome had 6 first half turnovers. And then from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, Kelliher Northome shooting 7 of 10 for 70%. Warren Alvarado Oslo from the free throw line in the first half, they were 0 of 6. So those are your first half stats, brought to you by Smile Designs in Boston. At Smile Designs by Sandwick, they're committed to your health, beauty, and relaxation. Visit their website today to book an appointment for braces, clear aligners, therapeutic, or cosmetic aesthetics. And after your appointment, schedule to relax and unwind in their state-of-the-art massage chair. Almost ready for the second half between Kelliher Northome and Warren Alvarado Oslo. As we get a look at your focus on the game, brought to you by the Valley Vision Clinic. And the focus for both teams in the second half, starting with Warren Alvarado Oslo. We said it a couple times during the first half of play. A little too loose with the basketball. Passes that were slipping through their hands. Balls easily poked away by the Kelliher Northome defense. High dribbles for the Mustangs. Kelliher Northome, or rather for the Ponies, Kelliher Northome is ultra aggressive defensively, so they're going to take advantage of that all night long. But 13 first half turnovers, too many for Warren Alvarado Oslo, and then also focused at the free throw line. They were 0 of 6, so obviously do the math. 10-point deficit, you make your 6 free throws, it's just a 4-point game at the break. That's the focus for Warren Alvarado Oslo. For Kelliher Northome, I like the aggressive defense, but you also have to be careful. Kate Thayer has 3 first half fouls, 2 fouls for Charlie Hallstrom, not quite as much foul trouble, but Kate Thayer, a key cog for this Kelliher Northome team, has 13 points in the first half. She led all players in the quarterfinals with 27 points in their win against BGMR, or rather had a team high with 27 points against BGMR. So that is your focus on the game and your focus on the second half. Brought to you by Valley Vision Clinic. Help your son or daughter see the game with contacts from Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Call them today at 218-784-4091. Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, helping you stay focused on the game. Valley Vision Clinic. The halftime report was brought to you by Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. Online auction sales, including items like tractors, cars, trucks, egg components, collectibles, and more with Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net. And also brought to you by the Linfors Insurance Agency, with locations in Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile. Linfors, your insurance source. Second half, Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball. I'm Dawson Peterson alongside Sean Bjork on the camera, tossing away his empty plate of nachos. Killed it in between half number 1 and half number 2. Pony basketball, bounce pass to the right side, goes to Markel Peterson, up to the top. A 3 on the way is in by Regan Mortimer. That's a big shot to start the second half for Warren Alvarado Oslo to snatch a little momentum. 29-22, the lead cut to 7. After that three-pointer by Regan Mortimer, she has 8 points. Kelliher Northome basketball. Thayer, chest pass over to the left side for lateral. Entry pass to Hallstrom. Back out to lateral. Looks inside. Another entry pass down in the left mid-post area. And now it's stolen away. Entry went to Hallstrom, I beg your pardon. Stolen away, but a jump ball after the steal. So the basketball stays with Kelliher Northome. Won't give a turnover that time on the Mustangs. The jump ball happened quickly. The shot clock 15 seconds, so it didn't even reset. Thayer out at the top, rather in the right corner. Bounce pass inside. Hallstrom faces up, step through. Nice move by Hallstrom, who finishes on the right side. Excellent footwork that time by the junior, and it's 31-22. Nice answer by Charlie Hallstrom, who has 4 points. 9-point Kelliher Northome lead. Macy Bowe on the right side. Up to Annie Peterson, to the left over to Markel. Whipped into the left corner to Macy Bowe. Ball screen, pocket pass. Oberg, extra dribble, puts it in on the left side. 31-24 after the nice pass that time. Threaded to Ava Oberg, and she finishes for 2. Her first 2 points in the game. 31-24, the deficit back to 7 as the Ponies try and mount a little comeback, trailing by 10 at the half. Into the right corner, Lundeen down to the right block, cutting in. Hallstrom puts it up, a whistle and a foul called, and Charlie Hallstrom is going to head to the line for a pair. The foul against Warren Alvarado Oslo goes on Ava Oberg. That's her third personal. Team's first, and Coach Casey Pierce in the blaze orange blazer across the way has her arms crossed, looks down her bench, doesn't make any moves as the first free throw by Charlie Hallstrom is in. 5 points for Hallstrom, 32-24. Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Second free throw swirls out, but an offensive rebound. Whipped out from Thayer to Binkley. Three off the heel, pops into the air, and the rebound run down into the left corner. This is Markel Peterson. Races into the front court with a high dribble, now spins across the timeline. Peterson, right corner. Annie Peterson launches, but that's an air ball. Offensive rebound, Mortimer, and a foul from behind. Mortimer had the offensive board. Hallstrom was on her back, just out of position, really couldn't do anything about it, and she draws the foul. That's the third on Hallstrom, and 2 free throws upcoming for Regan Mortimer of Warren Alvarado Oslo. Free throw is up, nothing but net. Mortimer hits the first. She now has 9 points on the night. The lead now 7, 32-25 for Kelliher Northome. Second free throw also in, 32-26. Lead has been cut to 6 for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs as Kate Thayer brings it across the timeline towards the north end of Ralph Engelstedt Arena here in Thief River Falls. Make that Lundeen, who leaves it off to Thayer on the right side. To Hallstrom, all the way down to the right block, driving in, pitches it back out to lateral. Chest pass left wing, inside. Hallstrom has it ripped away, taken away, and a whistle and a jump ball. Ripped away by Ava Oberg. And the jump ball goes back to Warren Alvarado Oslo. Turnover number 7 against Kelliher Northome. Nice stop by the Ponies. 2 minutes into the second half as they trail 32-26. Winner heads to the section championship against Sacred Heart on Friday. Right side of the floor, Bo popping out. Annie Peterson off the zipper screen. Gets it to Markel inside the rim. Slices her way to the cup, and she leaves the layup a little strong. Rolls off the front of the rim. Oberg an offensive rebound, but then she threw it away. Leading the charge is Thayer. Off to Binkley running in transition. Misses. Lundeen a rebound. She's going to miss as well. She was blocked. Rebound brought down by Macy Bo for Warren Alvarado Oslo. Ponies back across the timeline from right to left. Oberg zips it inside. Left-handed finish to Annie Peterson. 32-28, and just like that, the deficit is only 4, and the Ponies right back in this one after trailing 29-19 at the break. A 9-3 run to start the second half for the Ponies. Thayer over to Lundeen on the left wing, drives to the high post, steps through, cut off, out to lateral, jumper not close as it comes up short. Hallstrom though for the offensive rebound, and put back, she got fouled. A foul against Annie Peterson is her first, team second of the half. 2 free throws coming for Charlie Hallstrom, who's 1 of 2 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line tonight. First free throw swirls out the left side. Stays 32-28 in favor of Kelliher Northome. Kenley Marcus, a freshman for the Ponies, comes in for Markel Peterson, the junior. A second free throw by Charlie Hallstrom off the front of the rim. She misses them both. Lundeen tries to save the rebound. She does, but then fires it into the lap of Annie Peterson, and here come the Ponies. Can cut the deficit in half from 4-2 with a made basket. Or maybe a 1-point game with a 3-pointer. Up to Regan Mortimer, elevator screen. Lundeen was all over it defensively. Double teamed up to Oberg. Entry pass inside, blocked from behind was Bo. Got her own offensive rebound, then the lefty reverse layup bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound to Hallstrom. Kelliher Northome make that. Binkley fires it left side. Thayer from downtown. 16 points for Kate Thayer, and Kevin Waldo calls a timeout as the Mustangs lead 35-28, 14:28 to play here in this second half. Timeouts brought to you by the Foston A&W and also brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
To insurance, CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile has your back. Meet Janet E. Fox, your dedicated agent specializing in multi-peril and hail insurance. Life is unpredictable, but your coverage shouldn't be. Trust the team that cares about your peace of mind. Call Janet E. at CHS Northwest Insurance Services in Fertile today at 701-371-6193. CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile, because when it comes to insurance, precision matters.
Anthony Assisted Living in Foston.
Coming out of that timeout, it's Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball, who trails by 7, 35-28 here in the section semifinals, with the winner to head to the championship on Friday. Ponies in the right corner. Macy Bow baseline drive off to Oberg, and she got clobbered by Allie Lundin from behind. The foul against Lundin is her second. Team's second of the half, and 2 big free throws upcoming for Ava Oberg and the Ponies, who shot 0 of 6 from the charity stripe in the first half. Ava Oberg, a long pier at the rim, and there's the first made free throw of the game for Warren Alvarado Oslo. They're now 1 of 7. 35-29 after the made free throw. 3 points for Oberg. Second free throw also in. 4 points for Ava Oberg. 2 of 2 from the stripe, and the lead is now just 5 for Kelliher Northome. 35-30. 14:05 left to go in the game. Mustang basketball, lateral right corner, leaves it off to a teammate. That's Binkley. Back to lateral, a head fake inside the dome, fires it left side to Lundin. Thought about a 3, goes to Hallstrom, left corner, drives in, and she bounces off a defender, and that's Ava Oberg, said defender, and she gets called for a foul. That's her 4th. And the team's 3rd. No, it's actually on Regan Mortimer. So the Ponies catch a break that time. It's the first on Mortimer. And now the Mustangs just threw it away. They weren't ready. Off the inbounds play, as the Ponies steal it away, they were paying attention, and it's Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball down 35-30. Bow drives in, double team, gets it out to the top. Mortimer from straight away, too strong. Lundin clears rebound number 4. Long pass off to Binkley, right-handed finish. Binkley, an aggressive take, and she draws a blocking foul against the Ponies, and I believe that was Mortimer again running on her hip. Yes, it was. So for Regan Mortimer, her second foul here in just the last couple of seconds. 2 free throws coming for Kylie Binkley of Kelliher Northome. And she misses the first one as it hits the front of the rim, the back, and then rolls off the right. Markel Peterson back in for Warren Alvarado Oslo, a 35-30 Kelliher Northome lead, 13:33 second half. Second free throw by Binkley, that's nothing but net that time. 9 points for Kylie Binkley, and it's 36-30. 6-point advantage for Kelliher Northome with 13:30 to play. Left wing over to Mortimer, into the corner. Oberg playing with 3 fouls. Drives inside the painted area. Skip pass, right corner. Markel Peterson, baseline drive. Tried to hammer pass to the opposite corner. Tipped out of bounds as the help side was there defensively for the Mustangs. And it will be Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball who's going to inbound it. On the left side of the lane, Macy Bow will throw it in about 7 feet outside the line. Fakes to the corner, now goes towards the middle, racing for Markel Peterson, but it's stolen away by Thayer, and then she threw it away. Shot clock doesn't reset, no turnover. Out inside the dome, Mortimer left wing, left-handed dribble, into the corner, Bow a head fake, down to the baseline, Mortimer double team, bounce pass across the lane, Oberg back out, Markel Peterson a little strong, and the rebound is tipped around. Peterson picks it up on the right side of the lane, another chance for the Ponies. Oberg a head fake from the 15-foot line, out to Bow, left corner, off the rim, and this time tipped out of bounds. A foul from behind is called against Warren Alvarado Oslo. Hallstrom went for the rebound. Markel Peterson from behind commits the foul. That's the 4th on Peterson, and now the team's 5th as Annie Peterson with a T, not a D, checks in. Markel with P-E-D-E-R-S-O-N, Annie P-E-T-E-R-S-O-N. 36-30, 12:40 to play. Second half, Mustangs in front by 6. Lundin brings it across, make it Thayer. Lundin to the right side, now dribbles inside the dome, fires it to Thayer, down to Hallstrom, left baseline, has to adjust, flips up the leaner, and she rolls it in. 7 points for Charlie Hallstrom as she claps her hands in excitement, heads back defensively, and the Mustangs lead by 8, 38-30. They led by 10 at the break, 29-19. Pony basketball on the left side, Marcus, right-handed dribble, stops inside the dome, lost it, now she did. She turned it over, picked up by the Mustangs, back the other way in transition. Thayer rolls it off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, lateral is there, and she gets fouled, and she's going to shoot 2. The foul against Warren Alvarado Oslo goes on Macy Bow, her first, team 6th. 2 free throws now coming for Kenna Lateral. These are the first free throws for Lateral from the line as she cashes in on the first. First points of the game for Kenna Lateral makes it a 9-point Mustangs lead, 39-30. For the Mustangs, a victory would send them to the section championship for the first time ever. That's knowledge from Kevin Waldo, who couldn't think of a time, at least prior to his coaching, that they've made it to the section championship. Meanwhile, the Ponies in the front court. Marcus throws away the basketball. It's turnover number 3. Defense leaves. Hallstrom in transition, fires it off the bottom of the rim, but she got fouled, and 2 free throws coming for Charlie Hallstrom of Kelliher Northome to try and push the lead a little bit further with 11:50 to go in the second half. The foul that time on Ava Oberg is her 4th, the team's 7th. The first free throw by Charlie Hallstrom is in. 8 points for Hallstrom, and it's 41-30. So now Warren Alvarado Oslo in a little predicament as Markel Peterson and Ava Oberg both have 4 fouls. Second free throw misses. Rebound comes down to Annie Peterson. Ponies needing a big basket here offensively to get it back to within single digits. Still plenty of time, 11:40 left to play. Right wing Annie Peterson into the corner to Markel. Up to the top to Mortimer, and it's Thayer who's on the spot. She steals it away. Tipped in a turnover. Lundeen back across the lane, misses. Offensive rebound down on the baseline. Across to Hallstrom. Lateral, left corner, Lundeen for 3 off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. A chance that time for Kelliher Northome to push the lead a little further, but it goes off the side of the backboard. And now Warren Alvarado Oslo is going to take a timeout. It's a full timeout. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com and KKCQ. Kelliher Northome by 11, 41-30 with 11:22 to play.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made. Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Hometown banking at its best since 1912.
Welcome back out of that timeout. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada, and also brought to you by the Foston A&W, which is located on Highway 2 West in Foston. Warren Alvarado Oslo basketball, who trails 41-30. Right side, Markel Peterson drives in, cut off by lateral. Flips it out. Annie Peterson bounce pass at the top, left-handed dribble. Lundeen closes out after she stumbled with it. Into the left corner. Annie inside. Bow, and she took an extra step, and Macy Bowe gets called for a travel. 11 minutes to play in the game, and it's an 11-point Kelliher Northome lead, 41-30. As both of these two teams vying for a spot in the section championship. The winner will play East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. Thayer over to Hallstrom on the left side of the floor. Chest pass, lateral, lines up a 3. That's good. 4 points for Kenna Lateral, 44-30. It's the largest lead of the game for Kelliher Northome. It's 14. What do the Ponies have in them offensively? Over to the right side, Markel Peterson looks to the top, doesn't have it. Drives inside. Strobel in the right corner. Back to Annie Peterson on the wing. Fakes inside, left-handed dribble. Bounce pass out to Mortimer, left corner. Drives in, wild shot, puts it up, puts it in, and one. Mortimer aggressively to the rack. Rattles it in. Maybe a little luck on the finish as it bounced around off all pieces of the cylinder. 44-32. The foul against Emma Wang of Kelliher Northome, her first, just the team's third of the half. And at the line for one more is Regan Mortimer to try and complete the three-point play. The free throw is up and good. Perfect free throw by Regan Mortimer that time. She has 13 points. The made free throw cuts it to an 11-point deficit, trailing 44-33, 10-10 to go in the game. At the top of the key, this is Thayer. Off to Hallstrom, right-handed dribble at the high post. Weaves with Lundeen, handoff back to Binkley. Right-handed dribble inside the middle of the paint. Hallstrom was wide open, took a power dribble, had a chance at an open layup, but the dribble collapses the defense and she draws the foul anyway, and Charlie Hallstrom will shoot 2 more free throws. The foul against Strobel is her second, team's 8th. 2 free throws for Charlie Hallstrom, up and in with the first. 45-33. Kelliher Northome leads now by 12, 9 points for Hallstrom. Second free throw is on the way and also good. 10 points for Charlie Hallstrom, the third Mustang player in double figures, joining Thayer. Make it just the second, I beg your pardon. With Kate Thayer, who has 16. Pony basketball. On the right side, Peterson, bounce pass into the corner to Marcus. Left-handed dribble as she weaves her way in with the offhand, throws it high off the backboard, misses, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Ponies. Not quite to the halfway mark of the second half, but the Ponies in a little bit of a peculiar spot, down by 13 points, 46-33, and it has been a struggle offensively, trying to get some clean looks and get a rhythm on the offensive end as well as the Mustangs lead by double figures. Lundeen over to the left wing. Now it's going to start defensively, and what Coach Pierce says they hang their hat on. They get handed a gift there as Allie Lundeen on the far side gets called for a carry. Trying to activate the offense. Basketball back to Warren Alvarado Oslo. Trying to chip away at a 13-point deficit and work their way to a section championship for the first time since 2022. Bo just turned it over. Loose ball picked up by the Mustangs, and the couple of bodies hit the floor hard. Going for the jump ball that time, August Poxleitner, the sophomore. She falls over hard on the floor. Lexi Hallstrom comes in for the first time for Kelliher Northome. Poxleitner takes a seat with her right hand on her right hip. Ava Oberg back in for Warren Alvarado Oslo, now playing with 4 fouls. 9:10 to go in the second half. Mustangs by 13, 46-33, looking for their first appearance ever in a section championship. That helps as Allie Lundeen goes all the way to the rim for 2 more. She has 8 points. 48-33, 15-point lead, and now a foul at the top of the key as Bo was dribbling it around, and a reach-in foul called against Kylie Binkley, her first. Just the team's 4th. 4 fouls on Kelliher Northome, 8 against Warren Alvarado Oslo. Pony basketball, ball goes into the backcourt to Macy Bo, brings it back across the timeline. Over to the right side, Markel Peterson. Looks inside, goes to Mortimer in the corner. Triple threat, baseline drive. Thayer cuts her off, hits the deck, and it's lost out of bounds. Thayer touched it last. Thayer trying to draw the offensive foul, but she touched it last out of bounds. Ponies keep the possession. Inbounding on the right side of the lane is Macy Bo. To Oberg, back to Peterson, around the arc to Markel, left wing, back to Regan Mortimer, elevator screen, the 3 is off the heel. Rebound though by Bo, pivoting around, out to Oberg, left wing, Peterson this time, Annie from downtown tries one and she misses it wide left. Again, offensively for Warren Alvarado Oslo, it has been a struggle. Down by 15 points, 48-33. Shows that time with that air ball. Here's Allie Lundeen from the right elbow. Steps into a 15-footer off the heel. Thayer fights for the offensive rebound. The putback leaves it short off the right side. Bo clears rebound number 9. Here comes the Mustangs, rather the Ponies on the right side. Mortimer a fall away. Banks it in with the right hand. 15 points for Regan Mortimer. There's the offensive basket, cutting it to 13, 48-35. Mustangs lead by 13 with 8 minutes to play, and the Ponies now needing a stop defensively. Up to Binkley at the top, left-handed drive, step through, off the window, rolls it in. Nicely done by Kylie Binkley. Now she's in double figures with 11, and it's 50-35. Mustangs by 15 points. Pony basketball. Bo brings it across the timeline. Left elbow entry to Oberg, backdoor pass. Markel Peterson leaves a wide open layup short off the right side, lateral down with a rebound. It's been that kind of night for the Ponies. Transition to Binkley, up to lateral, puts it up, and that's off the heel. And the rebound brought down by Oberg of Warren Alvarado Oslo, her 4th rebound. Into the front court races Annie Peterson for the Ponies. Fakes to the top, goes that way to find Markel. Driving in, stolen away by the Mustangs. Back the other direction. Binkley, the right-handed layup, blocked out of bounds by Annie Peterson. Nice hustle back by Warren Alvarado Oslo. Mustangs keep the possession with 7:10 to go in the second half. Kelliher Northome leads 50-35. Inbounds right to the middle of the paint, lobbing it up for Kate Thayer. Jumps up, puts it in for 2. Never had to come down with it. 52-35. Largest lead of the game for the Mustangs at 17. 7 minutes to play. Left wing, Pony basketball, Annie Peterson. Out to Mortimer, left wing three, off the back. Skying in the air for the rebound was Bow, and then she leaves it off for Markel Peterson underneath, and she finishes for two. 52-37 after the made basket, and Kate Thayer slowly brings the ball up the floor, moseying across the logo from left to right with about a second to spare. Double screen up at the top, Lundeen, nobody paying attention to her behind the defense. Coach Kevin Waldo loves it on the far side. And it's 54-37 after the made basket by Lundeen, who has 10 points. 6:15 to play, and now a moving screen called against Ava Oberg of Warren Alvarado Oslo. And for Oberg, that's her 5th foul, and the night comes to an end for Ava Oberg. 4 points, 5 rebounds for the senior of Warren Alvarado Oslo. Coach Casey Pierce will take her time, bringing in a sub, and that'll be Hannah Strobel to come off. And Oberg gets a hand and a round of applause from the Pony faithful on the near side, directly under us at the press box. Oberg takes a seat with 5 fouls in the game, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and can only watch her team for the final 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Mustangs across the timeline from left to right. Kate Thayer dribbles it over to the left wing, starting the offense. Baseline drive goes up to Binkley. Right-handed dribble towards her right. Head fake on a 3. Lateral to the top. Pivoting her way around, strong with the basketball. Right wing, Binkley, head fake, defender in the air, drives in, falling down, flips up the shot, misses. Hallstrom, the offensive rebound, and a foul, and Charlie Hallstrom to the line for 2. Hallstrom 4 of 7 from the stripe in the game with 10 points. The foul against Regan Mortimer is her 3rd, team's 9th. Free throw by Hallstrom, short off the front of the rim. 5:49 second half. Kelliher Northome looking for their first appearance in a section championship game ever. Second free throw, in and out. Strobel down with the rebound for Warren Alvarado Oslo, and time not on the side for the Ponies as Binkley picks the pocket of Bow, and the finish the other direction. 13 points for Kylie Binkley, 56-37. Kelliher Northome leading with a 5.5 left to go in the second half. Up to the top of the key this time, it's Hannah Strobel, fakes inside over to the right wing to Bow. Left-handed dribble. Defense closes out on her. Flipped over to the left wing, Markel Peterson back up towards the top. Strobel pump fakes inside, shot clock to 10. Over to the right wing, Annie Peterson, 1 dribble pull from 17, misses. Mortimer fighting for the rebound, saved on the baseline. Flipped out though to Markel Peterson, who drives in and finishes for 2. 6 points for Markel Peterson, and it's now 56-39. Kelliher Northome in front by 18 with 4:50 left to go. Lundeen at the top, handoff with Hallstrom on the far left side. Goes to lateral, Orange over the top of her head. A sub will come in for the Ponies on the next dead ball. Markel Peterson now steals it away from lateral. It's only turnover number 4 of the second half. In transition, Markel gets bumped by Kylie Binkley. And the foul on Binkley as she was trying to run through is her second foul, team's 5th of the game, rather 5th of the second half. Checking back in for Warren Alvarado Oslo, Kenley Marcus. A freshman comes in for Macy Bow. 1 freshman for another. 4:37 to go, second half. Kelliher Northome on top, 56-39. Spot in the section championship on the line. Left side of the rim, bounce pass came into Markel Peterson. She got blocked by Kelliher Northome. Loose ball picked up by Thayer to Lundeen. Left wing 3 on the way. That's in. And Coach Kevin Waldo pumps his fist as Binkley drills another 3. 16 points, 59-39. Mustangs by 20. 4:15 to play. Markel Peterson, a baseline drive, tiptoes the baseline, reverse layup misses. Lateral the rebound. Kelliher Northome 4 minutes away from a spot in the section championship game against East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on Friday. Lateral at the top. Hallstrom on the left side, gets to her left hand down to the baseline, nearly lost it out of bounds, saves it, and then she got pushed out of bounds. A foul against Hannah Strobel of Kelliher Northome, her 3rd, team's 10th. 2 free throws upcoming for Charlie Hallstrom. Hallstrom alone 4 of 9 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, has 10 points. Puts up the first and in and out. Hallstrom missed her last 2 free throws as Macy Bowe checks in, and Coach Kevin Waldo for Kelliher Northome takes a timeout. The Mustangs are on the verge of a section championship berth as they lead 59-39 with 3:52 to play. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and the Foston A&W. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
Timeout. 59-39. Second free throw by Charlie Hallstrom misses. Hallstrom has missed her last 4 free throws, but with the Mustangs in front by 20 points with 3:51 to play, on their way to a section championship for the first time ever. This is the furthest they've ever gotten in the section playoffs as Bowe drives all the way to the rim, lost it out of bounds, deflected out by the Mustangs. Kelliher Northome, this group of players with Kate Thayer, Allie Lundeen, Kylie Binkley, Charlie Hallstrom, all juniors, Emily Maston a part of it as well. They've had a lot of success over the last few years as the Mustangs in the last 3 seasons for since 2021 are 92-17 overall. Here's Bowe on the left side, finishes for 2 for Warren Alvarado Oslo as Bowe in double figures with 10. Trying to notch win number 93 up to the top. Thayer for 3, in and out. Rebound, a fight with Bowe down on the baseline. Hallstrom, jump ball as Hallstrom's on her stomach. Bowe is rolling around on her back, picks up the orange. Whistle finally blows, and the jump ball goes back to Kelliher Northome, rather to Warren Alvarado Oslo. For Warren Alvarado Oslo this season, 22-5. In their first appearance back to the section championship, if they were able to win tonight, as Binkley steals another ball away, 2-on-1, back to lateral on the left side. She gets blocked. Binkley saves it to the middle of the floor, and she stepped on the baseline. No, the pony stepped on the baseline, as it will stay with Kelliher Northome. Warren Alvarado Oslo was in the section championship back in 2022, lost to Cass Lake Bena, and then before that, their last section championship appearance came in 2012, and they won Section 8A that year. Left corner, Binkley, step back, 3, Binkley. Another 19 points for Kylie Binkley, 62-41. Kelliher Northome leads with 2:40 to play. Mortimer at the top of the key for Warren Alvarado Oslo. Right corner, Markel Peterson, baseline drive, hammer pass to the opposite corner, and Peterson got shifted out of bounds, and a whistle and a foul called against Kelliher Northome. That goes on Charlie Hallstrom, her 4th personal, team 6th. As Charlie Hallstrom comes off, her night probably done with 2:32 remaining and a 21-point lead. Lexi Hallstrom into the game. Pony basketball right side, bounce pass to Markel Peterson. Regan Mortimer right corner, catches a chest pass, whips it back out towards Marcus in the corner. And then it gets tipped out of bounds, last touched by Kelliher Northome. Sacred Heart beat Mahnomen-Waban earlier tonight, 67-51. Bounce pass inside to Bowe, tipped away from behind, stolen away. Much like Kelliher Northome, East Grand Forks Sacred Heart has a core group of players that have had a lot of success over the last few years, as Coach Kevin Waldo for Kelliher Northome will take another timeout. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and the Foston A&W. Kelliher Northome on the verge of a spot in the section championship as they lead 62-41 with 2:21 left to go.
The people at Clearwater Polk Electric don't just deliver electricity, they bring a better quality of life to local communities. The dedication and ingenuity of Clearwater Polk Electric employees have been energizing homes, farms, schools, and businesses. And the future is bright. Reliable electricity is needed to power our economy and the technology that is changing the way we view the world. There's no question of the power of our people. They take great pride in delivering powerful value to you each and every day. Clearwater Polk Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Timeouts tonight brought to you by the Foston A&W and also brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada, as the Kelliher Northome Mustangs are on the verge of a section championship berth. A game in the section championship against East Grand Forks Sacred Heart on Friday as the Mustangs lead Warren Alvarado Oslo 62-41 with 2:05 to play. Binkley drives in from the right baseline. Floater from 7, swirls around and in, 64-41. Kylie Binkley, 21 points, leads all players tonight for Kelliher Northome. Ball on the right side for Warren Alvarado Oslo. Markel Peterson goes up to Annie, fired to Marcus in the left corner. Handoff up to Markel Peterson, cut off. Shoveled to the right corner, back up towards the top to Annie, over to Mortimer, right wing, 3, that's in. Regan Mortimer with 18 points, and it's 64-44. And Coach Casey Pierce takes a timeout, a full timeout with $1:34 remaining. We're back after this. KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Are you pregnant with your first baby? Be a better parent tomorrow with good advice today from a personal nurse. Nurse Family Partnership provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them, making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. Together we can build a better future.
Ag Services of Warren.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena at 64-44 after the timeout from Coach Casey Pierce of Warren Alvarado Oslo. Freedom Fuel and Shine and Foston A&W timeouts. Kelliher Northome basketball. Ponies apply a little dummy man-to-man pressure in the full court off to Binkley on the near right sideline. Right-handed dribble stops. Now fires it to the corner, rather hand off to Lexi Hallstrom in the corner. Up towards Thayer, dribbling in between the circles, back to the right side of the floor to Lundeen, who has it tipped out of her hands and out of bounds. With $1:15 remaining at 64-44, Kelliher Northome by 20 points. Binkley out at the logo, catches the inbounds pass from the sideline. Dribbling around in between the circles with a shot clock to 9. Lateral in the right corner, down to the mid-post area, and a turnover by the Mustangs as they can't control in their own offensive end. Back in the late 70s, according to head coach Kevin Waldo, his mom was the head coach of Northome at the time. And then the co-op forms to form Kelliher Northome, and to Coach Waldo's knowledge, as the Ponies take the basketball with 55 seconds to play, they've never been to a section championship game. Pass on the left side, tipped out of bounds, last touched by Warren Alvarado Oslo. This round was the furthest that the Mustangs have been in recent memory. Lost to the Foston Greyhounds in the subsection championship last year. We've gone away from the subsection championship this season with the cross bracketing. This is an East versus West matchup as the Ponies have it stolen away. Back the other way, Kate Thayer, the right-handed finish. 20 points for Kate Thayer after the steal. 66-44. 30 seconds remaining. Not a lot of difference between shot and game clock. Pony basketball over to the right side. Annie Peterson up at the top, left wing. Marcus into the corner. Peterson, the right-handed dribble. Inside the painted area, drives in, tries to bank it in, misses. Bowen offensive rebound, a whistle and a tie-up. Nope, a jump ball. And the foul against Kelliher Northome is the team 7th. The foul against Kylie Binkley, her 3rd. The section championship just about set. 13 seconds remaining. Sacred Heart beating Mahnomen Waban earlier today. The Eagles, a sharp shooting squad. And Kelliher Northome, a very physical bunch. Should be a fun one on Friday for the section championship as Macy Bowe connects on her first free throw. Making it 66-45. 11 points for Macy Bowe. The second free throw by the freshman on the way, and nothing but net. 12 points for Macy Bowe, 66-46. Inbounds comes to the far side. Binkley brings it across, and the clock will hit triple zeros. And for the first time ever, the Kelliher Northome Mustangs are off to the section championship. The final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Kelliher Northome beats Warren Alvarado Oslo 66-46. The section championship is set for Friday. Kelliher Northome will take on East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, as that'll be the number 1 seed from the East and the number 3 seed from the West. That game will be at 7 o'clock on Friday, right back here at Ralph Engelstedt Arena in Thief River Falls. Again, one more time, 66-46, the final score. Kelliher Northome over Warren Alvarado Oslo. The post game starts after this on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Mornings just got better at the Bagley Co-op C-Store. Introducing our brand new coffee bar, where you get to be your own.
Your full-service insurance agency is Erskine Agency Incorporated in Erskine. Not only do you get hometown service, but at Erskine Agency Incorporated, you get multiple insurance companies to choose from. Whether it's home, health, auto, life, or farm insurance, Erskine Agency Incorporated has you covered.
Through every season, through every snowdrift, through every field and every pasture, through every small community, through every big venture, through every global challenge and every opportunity for innovation, through everything. We're all in on all of the above energy.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to